Welcome back to the Transform Your Mind to Transform Your Life, the podcast. This is Life Coach Myrna Young, and you're listening to 5-Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. Today, I want to teach on the topic, embracing the servant mindset. Don't expect thanks. It's an interesting topic and one that I am, just learning for myself, because I'm one of these people that say thanks all the time and I expect it back. But Jesus is teaching us that if you have a servant mindset, then you should serve and not expect any thanks. So let's share the scripture and then I will expand on it. So in Luke 17, verses 7-9, Jesus says this: "Suppose one of you has a servant plowing or looking after the sheep. Will he say to the servant when he comes in from the field, 'Come along now and sit down to eat'? No. Instead, he would say, 'Prepare my supper, get yourself ready, and wait on me while I eat and drink. And after that, you may eat and drink yourself.' Will he thank the servant because he did what he did? What he was told to do? No. The servant will not get any thanks because the servant is doing his job. And the servant knows that his job is to serve his master." So Jesus introduces us to what is called the servant mindset. The servant mindset is doing your duty and not expecting thanks or words of appreciation. And like I said, this message hit home to me because I always expect thanks because I always give it. And I'm doing this podcast now for quite a number of years, 6, 7 years. And I'm always surprised when, I go out of my way to promote my guests. And after the show airs, silence, nothing, zip. And I'm thinking, wow. If someone promotes me, the first thing I will do is give something back. But I am here to serve. So I'm serving you all every week so that I can help you with my ministry of transforming your mind so that you can transform your life. Because if you're thinking the old ways, then you're not going to get to your highest level. So that is my ministry. That's why I serve. And hey, if I don't get any thanks, I don't get any thanks. So that's basically what Jesus is teaching. And I remember something my husband says all the time to me, that don't expect people to pat you on the back, pat yourself on the back. Because, when he was playing football and he'd go out and he makes a great pass or he makes a great, whatever he was doing that he considered itself great. And then the coach didn't say, "Attaboy, good play," or nothing. Sooner or later, he decides to say to himself, "Hey, you know what? That was good work." Don't wait for anybody else to pat you on the back. Pat yourself on the back. That's the same thing. Don't wait for, to get your encouragement by people saying thanks to you. Get your encouragement from the work that you do and the quality of the work that you do. So that's how I have transformed my mindset to a servant mindset. When we do our duty, just like the servant who worked all day in the fields and then had to prepare his master's meal and serve him while he ate, and when his master has no more need for him, then he fixes himself something to eat. He does this all without being upset that his master didn't even say thanks, because he's not going to, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have had the same experience in your work and your job. You do something good and you're expecting a great review or a raise, or I don't know, when I was in the workforce, they would always give out like gifts and things like that. You're expecting something and then you get nothing and you're upset. But guess what? You're being paid to do your job. So that is your thanks. So let's explore the concept of having a servant's mindset and how it can positively impact our lives, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is selfless service. The story in Luke 17 reminds us that true service is rooted in selflessness. A servant mindset is one where we help others, not for recognition, but because it's the right thing to do. That's why I do the work that I do, because it's the right thing to do. I want to help you guys to transform your mind from maybe a poverty mindset or what are the other mindsets. And I want to make you get a growth mindset so that you can learn and improve every single day. And now we're talking about a servant mindset where you give and you help others. So number 2 is humility and obedience. To have a servant mindset is to practice humility and obedience. Just as the servant follows their master's commands without expecting praise. So you're humble and you obey any kind of authority that there is that you have to follow. And then there's a joy of giving. This mindset brings joy through giving and helping others, irrespective of whether our actions are acknowledged or even appreciated. You know, I love giving money to, the people that are begging on the street. But one of the things I love is that not one time that I've ever given someone that's begging on the street where they don't bless you. So they at least know that to say, God bless you, appreciate it, whatever, So a lot of times that's what we look for. We look for, the blessings or the gratitude, but there's a joy in giving, even if you don't get that. Cultivating gratitude is number 4. On the flip side of giving is gratitude, and it encourages us to be grateful for those who serve us selfishly, as they too embody the servant mindset. If you're lucky that you are being served by someone that understands the servant mindset, then you're lucky. If you're in a relationship where your spouse serves you, even though you don't appreciate it, even though you don't say thanks, but they serve you because, they are selfless, and they have a servant mindset. So you're on the receiving end of it. So that's good. The ripple effect of goodness. Yes. Goodness allows you to be blessed in the kingdom of God. So embracing a servant mindset can also inspire others to do the same, because how many of you know someone is always watching? So creating a ripple effect of kindness and generosity in our communities allows other people to do the same. So in conclusion, I want to leave you with having a servant mindset as taught by Jesus in Luke 17 is a path to genuine selfless service. It reminds us that true fulfillment comes from helping others without expecting accolades. And it's true. When you give, when you serve, right, it gives us fulfillment. It's better to give than to receive. It's right in the Bible, right? So by adopting this mindset, we definitely can make the world a better place. One act of kindness at a time. All right, well, listen, that was my message today about having a servant mindset and not expecting thanks. It's good to get it. Like I said, when I give money to the homeless people, I love them blessing me because I can do it all the blessing. When I interview someone and promote their work or whatever, I would love for them to reciprocate by promoting the show. But if I don't get it, which I usually don't, I'm still here every week. I'm still doing it because I am here to serve. That's my ministry. So if you don't get the thanks, if you don't get the praise, if you don't get the pat on your back, continue serving, because when this life is over and you go to your review, you would have heard, well done, my faithful servant. And I hope that's what you aspire to get to. So well done, faithful servant. And I hope that I'm one of those. So thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode of 5 Minute Fridays with Coach Myrna. Until next time, namaste.